Welcome to another book tag video. Today we are doing the quick to judge book tag, which sounds simple enough, but also very hard. Because once I start reading, I don't know that I'm going to want to put the book down. In the challenge though, you are supposed to pick 5 to 10 unread books from your shelf, read the first paragraph to you, and then rank them in the order you want to read them. Now, I was tagged by Kevin Toll Reads. He does so many of these fun tags on his channel, so you should definitely go check him out, and thank you for the tag. I'm going to do a twist on it, kind of similar to what he did, but in this one I'm actually going to give you the entire power to pick which book should go on my next month's TBR. This is kind of due to a prompt I have on April, where I need to read the first sentence of a book, only 3 of them, but I have 6 here to pick from, and pick which book to actually continue reading. I'm going to read you the first paragraph, and I would appreciate for you guys to tell me in the comments down below which book you vote that I should add to my April TBR. This way there's one less book that I have to actually make a decision for, because that is very hard. I'm Morgan. If this happens to be your first time here, I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have 6 books, as I said, and each of them is a different genre, because I thought that would be a fun twist to add into this mix too. The first one up is going to be Mystery and the Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. It sounded so fun. So fun when I got it, and yet I still have not gotten around to actually trying it. Okay, it starts with a sentence, so I'm going to read that and then the next part. This is from Joyce. Well, let's start with Elizabeth, shall we, and see where that gets us. I knew who she was, of course. Everybody here knows Elizabeth. She has one of 3 bedroom flats in Larkin Court. It's the one on the corner with the decking. Also, I was once on a quiz team with Stephen, who, for a number of reasons, is Elizabeth's 3rd husband. Okay, stop. Put book down. So, contender. Things are going to be mispronounced, and obviously I'm going to say things because I can't speak properly. The next book is our fantasy pick, which I was just going to start, is The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. This is the first in the Library trilogy. This is just rude. Prologue. The first arrow hit a child. That was the opening line. And that literally is. So chapter 1's first paragraph. They named Liberia after a weed. You couldn't grow much in the dust, but that never stopped hungry people trying. They said Liberia would grow in places where rocks wouldn't, which never made sense to Liberia because rocks don't grow. Unfortunately, not even goats could eat the stuff, and any farmer who watered a crop would find themselves spending most of their time fighting it. Still, a single drop of water in the dust and soon enough, strands of Liberia would come coiling out of the cracked ground for a taste. I did warn you I would missay things, apparently. Okay, so not too much to go on. But then we have our YA pick, The Dark Becomes Her by Judy I. Lin. The covers are intriguing. Oh, it has a foreword by Rick Riordan in here. Okay. The tick, tick, tick of the metronome drills the rhythm in my mind. I rest my hands lightly on the keys, the nervous expectation crawling across my shoulder blades, like the legs of too many bugs skittering over my skin. My teacher's attentive gaze bores a hole into the back of my head, waiting for me to begin. I take a deep breath and launch myself into the wild, feral tangle of notes that is one of Rachmaninoff's etudes. I definitely missaid that name. Our romantasy pick is A Feather So Black by Lyra Celine. I should not have drunk the blackberry wine. It slid violent through my veins and pricked sharp thorns at the nape of my neck. I thought it would calm me, focus my mind on the task at hand, but the opposite was true. I felt loose and reckless, jittering with nerves. I curled my hands tighter around my cup, fighting the brambles nettling at my fingertips. Served me right for drinking on duty. You'd think the dog could see me, but he can't. It's a 6-foot-high fence. What Waits in the Woods by Terry Pilato is our thriller, right? I think this is a thriller. That's where I put it, at least. Sometimes the only thing you can do is leave. That was my mindset when I was 18. There was no thought of staying put and ducking it out, fighting to make things better. I didn't have the slightest inkling of how to do that. It's so short. But 11 years later, teetering on the edge of 30, the world looks a lot different, so I'm going home. The throughway is gray and damp, and my ancient car thumps along at 55 any faster, and it makes a noise that drowns out the radio. I'm not in a hurry to get to Graybridge anyway. I'm sort of liking the road between Syracuse and my Boston suburban hometown. I'm alone with my thoughts, boyfriend, ex actually, in the rearview mirror, and my family, or what's left of it, at the other end of my journey. Here on the road, I'm in a dreamland of my own. My final book is the sci-fi Paradise 1 by David Wellington. This is the first in the Red Space series of however many books it's going to be. I know there's 2 out, and it's not called a duology, so let's see. 3 days still before dawn on Ganymede, and the cold seeped right through her suit and into her bones. The only light came from what reflected off the crescent of Jupiter, a thin arc of brown and orange that hung forever motionless in the night sky. Occasionally, a bolt of lightning would snap across the shadow disk of the big planet, a bar of light big enough that even from a million kilometers away, it blasted long black shadows across the charcoal ice of the moon. Give you any details about it though. That's why this challenge is so hard, right? So hard. I do kind of want to give you my short list of these, but I'm not going to influence your decision. I want to know which one you want to know more information about, or please let which one you think I will enjoy the most be part of your decision-making process. Either way, please drop in the comments which book you want to see me read in April. There will be people also tagged in the description down below, as well as links to all of these books. They're always in my descriptions, so be sure to check that out. I hope you're having an excellent day, finding something great to read, and I'll see you in the next one.